Welcome back to TrainFever. We are in 1903. We've just had a new century turned over. It's about the time where the Ford Model T comes out, so we may begin to see some private car traffic. At the moment, though, we've got loads of traffic in Rye. We will kick off in Rye then by selecting the line. Rye Coach 1. See the vehicle replacement? It's wrong. Horribly wrong. We will go with the Mac, because the Mac is good. Many passengers and it's quick. How old are these vehicles running? 18, 18, 18. Well, let's go ahead then. Vehicle replacement, put it down to 25. And they will all swap out at some point. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there we go. On coach line number 2. What about coach line number 1? 10 years. We can do the same here. Go on to coach. Why is that opening? There we go. So we can do that. Yep. Let's do 25. We need to swap out these passenger numbers here, so we need to sort this out. Yeah, that'll sort itself out pretty sharpish. We'll come back and remember to change that. You are running sort of decent. You are running quite high to Sunderland, which is pulling into the station here. So let's see if we can buy another train. We have another train set up for ride to Sunderland, which we will queue up. That'll just come out here as soon as it's ready. This is the newest line that we have running to Maidstone. Over here, chugging along, all nice and wonderful. Plenty of people waiting, despite the fact that we don't have any bus set up over here. In fact, a lot of people are waiting. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do a bus line in Maidstone. They sort of deserve it for having put up with me building everything a bit wrong. Every time really. So pop down a station. We will have one down here by the very far end. This way we are running it all the way through town. Start off, plop you down, kicking off at Upper Maidstone, Richmond Road, Green Lane, then York Road, Kingsway, which will be York Road again there, and then on to Green Lane, Richmond Road, and then back to Upper Maidstone. So this will be Maidstone. Oh no, it will be capital Maidstone, and then we'll do a dash. We'll call it coach, and we shall not change any naming there. But what we will do is select you, group you onto here. So we now have York Road being a staggered stop. We just need a road depot, which we shall slot in right over here by the riverside. We can buy a couple of Macs, even though they ran in Brooklyn, not in Maidstone, but it doesn't matter. Assign those to that line, they will serve as that. We also have passengers running to Cromer, where I think I want to try and do trams, because we haven't touched that yet, so this will be a good opportunity to try it. We'll build a tram depot. Where can we do that line? It'll have to loop around itself to down, and then around and back. It's not really ideal, but we will have to do it. We will then go in and upgrade road with tram tracks. Please select the wider version. Can we then do that? Onto this road all the way down, and then we will just loop it around here. Oh, we can go all the way down here and then loop it back in on itself. That way we follow ourselves back. Can we also then slot in a station right here? You're not willing to be upgraded. That's okay. So we'll just pause the game, delete the station that are not currently used. Select here with a tram, stop, plop it down. That looks okay. Go back to having time. We will then set up this line, manage a line, run it out here from Cromer. Oh, hang on. No, we won't, because we haven't actually put in any stops yet. We've just tramified the line. I don't think that's what you call it, but that's what I call it, so deal with it. Pop you down right over here. That's actually quite a long stagger, but it'll have to do. Have a stop here, have a stop over there, then sort out the line. So we're calling it Cromer Branch, The Grove, Park Road, Queen's Road, High Street, and then St John's Road, which will become Park Road, and back to The Grove. So this will be Cromer. We will call this one Tram, because it is a tram line, and I realised, as you made it too, that we need to slot down a tram track leading to the depot, but that's easily fixed as we did there. What kind of trams do we have? A horse tram? No, thanks. Right, The current tram that we have available is what? That's an electrical tram, so we need to upgrade the roads again by going in here with electric tram. How could I have known? Has this? It has. They've electrified it. That's nice. So we need to electrify the whole network that we just built because we didn't think of that. Why would we think of that, eh? So we now got live wires running overhead in a town in the early 20th century. How could that go wrong? Well, in many ways, quite clearly. But we won't be focusing on any of those because this is a happy thing. You're running down beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. I think it's all set up here, so we'll buy a couple of the Haller trams over here. Like how many? 5 would probably... 6 would be okay then. 6 it is, because I bought 6. Assign you onto here. You are the cargo train, or rather the oil train. What are you carrying? A lot, and you are not moving very quickly. Well, you're very nearly moving at your top speed. It's just because I'm at normal speed. We shall increase that to 3 times the normal speed, and now the game is freaking out. That is okay. What about new mills where we haven't really done anything yet? Well, let's try and go back and just make sure that we got service running. We do. People are waiting on the line, but they will go ahead here, pull in, pick up. Okay, over here. We won't really have any passengers as of yet, but we will eventually. So let's go to new mills where we can do a road depot. We won't do it with a tram over here. We will just do it with a normal, boring old horse and wagon setup. Or rather not, seeing as we do have a yawn. And we also have motorised transport with a Mack being the first one, proper one with a sort of a nice engine. Plop down here 2 stations, we can just loop you around and then that may become a link up point for later on. So, New Mills would also get a road transport network starting at Upper New Mills, then New Street, Church Street, Albert Road, Church Street, New Street and back again. Not the longest of routes, but it's a fairly small town. New Mills, dash coach. And we will buy some coaches. We'll go with the Max. Max are okay. Buy. 3 would be good, I would think. Where is N? N is there. That's after M. That makes sense. You're putting out here. You are not even fully loaded. That's great. Okay, we're seeing a lot of passenger usage in Chroma, so we may want to add in another tram or 2. Yeah, I think that might actually be beneficial right now. So pop down trams here. Oh yeah, I just need to remind everybody that it technically still hasn't been New Year, so if there are explosions outside, it's fireworks, not ISIS. Just to be clear on that. You are the big train that are pulling in, not really pulling in here, you're going to carry on over to the refinery. You're producing quite a lot, and that's okay. What about Maidstone? How are we looking with our coach services over here? Not brilliantly, we are running at full capacity and we have lots of passengers waiting, so we shall buy more coaches for Maidstone. Onwards and not really upwards, but roadwards you go. Picking up passengers, dropping them off and doing everything generally that, you know, they do. How are we looking over here then in Rye, which is also becoming a very good central hub for us? You're running in here with 36. You're running with 38, and you're running with 33, so that really has sort of peaked. Oh, bloody Christ, yeah, look at this. They're now all running sort of messed up here. Just due to the fact that we have a horse-drawn cart. Which one is that? That's this one here. How old? 4 years, so that's not really old enough to get replaced. Yeah, just checked that is set up, so that's rather annoying. That's holding up absolutely every one of their mothers. So if I select you, right, I get you to turn around, let them pass. That is a problem with this game. There's no overtaking. They don't treat any lane as being overtakenable, which would be nice, but, you know, we can't get everything in life. What about in St. Ives, where we are? Calling here, let's see how full you get. 45. You are probably running fully. Yes, you are. That is a problem. That is a bottleneck. That line, you're pulling around here 40. Very happy indeed. You've got 45 waiting. You can take a lot more though, so it is okay. Look at the traffic in town with these things that are running about. It is hectic to say the least. Oh, hello. I just saw a cart wagon here that's 12 years old. Let's go into vehicle replacement. You are on the wrong one, so delete you. We want the LKV, Cannstatt. I completely forgot that's a goods line, so we'll put it on goods. Say yeah, and then put it at 25% and go yes to you. That way they get replaced as soon as possible. We look okay in terms of passenger service, although we are not really servicing a large part of the town. So we may want to try and address that, but not right now. Hello, there's a lot of iron waiting. You are actually carrying iron in return, which is bizarre. But okay, I won't ask questions as to why you're doing that. Did you just forget to drop it off? This is the one we just upgraded, so we're not really paying attention to that. Is that the same one? Yeah, it is. So let's wait and see if they get upgraded here. As soon as you pull in, will you get upgraded once you pull in here to a halt? Are you actually pull into a halt on the other side? Yes, you will, and you'll be quicker now. So what about the other lines that we've got? Not St. Ives, we need the one to the other one. No, hopefully you'll all upgrade as soon as you get to the end. So let's see here again, are you getting caught out? I think all of these wagons are getting caught out by some slow moving horses. So if we turn this onto 25% and we then grab one of these, just turn them around to space them out a bit, I think that might be the best thing for us to do right now, because they're all caught up behind a horse and it's not brilliant, if I'm honest. We got plenty of passengers over there. What about down here in the valley? You are looking capacitized. Yeah, certainly you are. You're not really running at full capacity, but we only got 2 trains running, so that'll hopefully be okay. What about over in Lid, which is looking okay? And we've got road transport set up in Lid. We have in Shoreham by name. We've got loads of stuff going on, but it's all looking okay. You're pulling in here, you've got 8 out of 10. How many people are waiting? 46 are waiting. And you're just pulling in here, and you can take them all. Oh, it's getting close, though. We got backing up here as well. Finances, how old? Are we looking 15 years? So we will go in here, vehicle replacement. That has been changed to the correct carrot, so we'll set that one at 25. That way they are upgraded as well. That is a problem, really, that we can't pass. What did we unlock? Anything exciting? We have something exciting. We've got new trams, and we've got the A3-5 or /5. What's the interesting thing about this locomotive? Was the first really fast locomotive of the Jura Simpelon and Gotthard line. Righto, 100 kilometers an hour. This is interesting. What I didn't look at was the tractive effort. What are we looking at here in terms of tractive effort? 120. So everything is up. It's got loads of horsepower. It's very expensive, mind. But it's really worth doing on the St. Ives line. So delete you. Set the vehicle type. Bang up front. Maybe add in another. What are we talking about here? We're talking about compartment cars. We need to get rid of those. We need the 3-axle car. What is that? That's 14. So that is... What is... Plus 2, that's 28. And then that's something else. So we just pop that on here. Go, yes, at 25% of their lifetime. Hopefully that'll be soon. Let's go to St. Ives, where I believe the first one will be calling. That one called there, but you are 7 years old. So you haven't been replaced yet. And money is something we have a lot of. In fact, I might want to change the stuff we did over here now that we have a high-speed line. In fact, let's try and see if we can now run a double line service over here. So pause the time. We actually need to open up the different lines that we have. So what we're looking for is Maidstone running all the way past over here. So Maidstone, what can we go in here? Let's try and find Cromer. Where's Cromer? It's at the top. So we've got Cromer Maidstone rail passenger. We will send all vehicles to depot and close that line down. And then do we have a line running over to New Mills? New Mills Cromer rail passenger. Yes, you will go back and we will delete you. And then we will go here on the line that we have running from Rye to Maidstone. Over here you will run to Cromer and then call finally at New Mills. Then you will call again at Cromer and then back to... Where are we running back to? We're running back to here, to Maidstone, of course. I just need to make sure that we are not doing what I think we are doing. Yes, we are, even though we have a setup here, which I would like you to move over because we are using that one platform actually. So could we then try and, I mean, what do we want to do? I would like it to use this split over here. Can we put down a waypoint? I believe there is such a thing as a waypoint. So add in a waypoint. So we go in here, here between Matestone and Chroma. There we go. So then I'm using that line, which frees up this stretch here, which is being run by the cargo, if I am not wrong. And I hope I'm not. Let me just make sure if we look at all of the lines and see here that you're... Oh yeah, that is a problem. They're actually sharing a line here. So I may want to redo the signalling over here. Delete that signal. Delete that signal. Just so we split it up on a different point. We don't really need to delete that signal. But we do need to bring you in here. Bring you in over there. So if we go into the lines that we actually have open here, it would probably be something like Chroma Oil Goods Train. And then we can go in here with... Oh, no, where are you calling at? You need to... Oh, you're calling there. But we do need to set up another waypoint then. So a waypoint, if we can, add it in right here. So new mills, add you in. Oh, no, we need to set it on the other side, don't we? We need to set it over there on that waypoint. So add in a station. Hello, add in a station, please, out here. Chroma... Okay, that's just absolutely shat itself then. Why has that shat itself? Because you are... Is it? Because we need to actually add it on at the end. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, there we go. Now it's splitting up and running through the station as I would like to. That means I've closed something I shouldn't have closed. Open you up again here. Roy Matestone, vehicle replacement 25. Say, oh, we need to set a vehicle, so we're going with the A3/5 with the 3-axle car. Go 1, 2, that's 14, 28. Shit, that's something. Yeah, about that much, I reckon. 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 784, I think we're on now in terms of passenger numbers, and that's what we have currently on that line. So add on another 2 carriages. I think that would be good. And then we just click yes, and we will wait for that to replace itself here in a short moment. We actually have a train pulling in here. Choo Choo into the station. You haven't replaced yourself. Why haven't you? 25, have you not? You technically haven't reached that yet. So that is a problem. Hopefully we will reach that very soon indeed. What about over here? You haven't replaced yourself either because you're also 7 years old. So they were replaced about the same time. Nothing has been replaced yet? No. What would 25 out of... Oh god, I mean, what is a lifetime for this train? We need to look at the depot then. So buy a train. The lifetime for this is 30 years. And the lifetime for that is... You should be replacing yourself fairly soon. Because I've set that one at 25%. And it's on yes. And in my opinion... Oh no, it's not, because I'm going by 33%. I may be correct, or wrong actually is what I meant to say. But we're looking forward very much to that being upgraded here. Hopefully a train any moment now will upgrade itself, right? Oh no, you just pulled out. Over here, yeah, we'll wait and see. These trains may get fast enough to where we can reduce the service and still keep up the passenger numbers, fingers crossed. The goods train is chugging along nicely. Meanwhile, we have this coming in here. Will you update, please, for the love of the maker? We need a good, strong locomotive up front. Yeah, no. What about you, though? We haven't actually changed you around at all, have we? No, but you're getting near the end. What have we unlocked now? Anything exciting? There, Donnersbrüche. Pause the game. Change all of these setups there. Ilkeston St. Ives vehicle replacement. Close all of this down. Set the vehicle type. The Donnersbrüche is what? That is 17 passengers. 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, thank you. It is very loud. Very not really comfortable at all. So I don't know. Well, it's carrying a few more passengers. So let's go in here with 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 60. No, it wouldn't be 60. Would that be? That would be 85 passengers at the moment, which is a increase by a lot onto Ilkeston St Ives. You are looking quite old as well, Rye St Ives. Vehicle replacement. We will have to do a whole new setup, so just close you down. I don't know if that's actually worth getting, but we are going to get it anyway, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh god, I'm doing this all wrong because I'm using the old one for you. So shut you down, go in here with this one, set the vehicle, and go in with the A3/5 onto Donnersbrüche. What do we want here? We want 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6 on this one. 100% of its lifetime. Yes, let's roll this mother train out of the station. Have we upgraded anything on this line yet? No, we haven't. I'm really excited about this, by the way. Really excited is actually an understatement. How old are you? You're 18 years, so we can actually do the same on Rye Sunderland, and they would really benefit because that is a very, very long line. So select you, vehicle type, the A3/5, and we go with the Donnersbrüche. What do we need over here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do it on 5. We will do that one at 25%. And we can watch here, as I believe it might be around here that we get the first upgrade at this station. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can observe everything from here. We should see the first upgrade. Yes, there it was. I just checked and that was set to 100%. Let's try and see here with this one. It sounds different. It's chugging along very quickly. Look at this. Actually, it's not. We're just topping 50 right now. So slow down time to about twice the normal speed as the new fast steam locomotive is pulling out the new carriages very quickly indeed. Yeah. That is nice. It's very fast. See, that's what you'll be riding next time round. When you turn around, you'll be riding in something like that. Are you not very excited? Don't know why I've gone all Yorkshire, but I have. And here we go to Sunderland as well. See, we're seeing a near double of the passengers we can take. Plenty of people going to Maidstone by rail because it's quite a long service now. And would you please be bothered to upgrade your trains, or have you all come to a stop somewhere? Now you're here. You have upgraded. Fantastic. You may have just upgraded not that long ago. What about the other trains, passenger trains that are running on this service? Have you also upgraded? Yeah, we've got... How many trains have we running on this one? I need to open up the line menu to see that. So that is... there'll be Rye Maidstone. We only got 2 trains running on that, and that is not enough. That are pretty much all on one end of the line, but we can buy from here. Let's just buy here. One, I believe it's 6 we've got running here of the Donnersbrüche. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. Clone that one. Assign you to Rye Maidstone. We need to update that name. So click here. Well, go in here. We need to delete everything really. So Rye-New Mill. And we will do a dash. Call that one Rail Passenger. That works. A Rail Passenger. I don't know if we can put on an S at the end, but we won't. So we now see lots of new types of services running in here. We may have to change the setup at some point. Because you're pulling in here, you're waiting. What are you waiting for? You've got a lot of people going onto that line. Let's have a look at St Ives, Cornwall, and see if you've upgraded. I think you have. Yes, you have. And you're not running with a lot of passengers at all, actually. So we may want to pull out a train from that service soon. Are you pulling in here? Yes, you are. So can we, as soon as you get to about there, so run you back to the depot. Because you're actually doing just fine as it is right now. Meanwhile, you are very young, so we won't really upgrade you yet, but you're certainly coming next. Let me just make sure here with the line, I'm on the train, that's train 1, that we have set that one at 100%, and then we just delete all of this. And then, whenever that gets near, we'll actually update that one manually. We also need to remember to do Ilkeston St Ives, vehicle replacement at 100%. That way we don't get confused. So let's see here, how are we looking in terms of passenger numbers? You are still running the old type coach, even though you have been set, but you must just be quite new. You're just 11 years old, so we'll keep that one in service. Oh, hello. So, what about you? You're 7 years. Yeah, it's not really worth looking into. Let's have a look at the lines then, make sure that auto upgrading isn't completely buggered. The Chroma Oil Guts train, that doesn't have anything on it. Good. Chroma Tram doesn't have anything on it. Ilkeston Lid Vehicle Replacement doesn't have anything on it. Ilkeston Lid Wood Rail. Let's change this about here. Delete that one because it's not really what we want. We want the A on front of that one as well. Let's say yes to you, please. Actually, set vehicle differently. We want to change the goods wagon at the rear. Why don't we click on that one here? That's a lot quicker, innit? Yep. So go into the Bandwagen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's now upped its cargo capacity to 40. That's not a tremendous amount of upgrading, is it? Anyway, what are we running on this one? How old are these trains? They're 15 years. And what's the other one? Train number 12 is 15 years as well, so they're upgraded at about the same time. We will keep the current ones in service. No point in upgrading them just yet. We have Ilkeston Lit Passenger Rail. We sorted that one out. It was the Wood one we did. And we know this one has also been upgraded. How are you looking in terms of passenger numbers? Yeah, it's looking great. They're actually running at pretty much full capacity, so that other one might rejoin service at some point. Lit Coach is also getting upgraded. Lit Cargo, you are set to replace with the right type of vehicle once they reach 100 years. But how old are these? Or 100% of their experience? 12. So they're not even upgraded yet. Meanwhile, here we got some upgrading going on. We've got a different type of passenger compartment running. You run 112, you're only running 102, and you are running 13. Then we have on Rye St. Ives, we've already checked that one out. Finances, let's just make sure that the line actually going into New Mill, make sure there's no vehicle replacement. No, thank you. I can do this myself and just set that at 100. I don't want to spend any money on this, so we'll just delete all of this. Rye Sunderland, you have vehicle replacement running at 25%. I just say no, because we're going to see lots of upgrading here at some point, and quite soon, I suspect, we will get our first electric trains. That does present us with one issue, and that is choosing if we want to run that. We will close all of that down because it makes a right old racket. What about Shoreham by Gut Wagon? That's running the wrong type of vehicle. So we'll go into the Limgate Cannstatt, and that is Gut Wagon. So Guts for you, okay, upgrade at 100% of your lifetime. How old? Oh, they've just been replaced. That's a bit annoying. I should have called that earlier. Ah, well, we can't win them all. Shoreham by name, Lit Rail. No. Because what I might want to do, actually, is reduce the number of lines right about now. Train number 7, which is actually on this line. So, what we want to do is take a moment to pause. And what I really want to do, actually, is shut down this lane. Not this lane, but this line. And put in a service from Shoreham by Sea, by name, to Ilkeston, calling it Lid, but we want to run it through now, because I want to, I can, why not do it, eh? So what we really, really, really want to do is, well, we probably actually want to get rid of Ilkeston. That's the line we want to get rid of, that has quite new trains running on it. So what we do is open up this line, and we find Ilkeston Lid. Right, we click everyone home, delete that line, we don't need it anymore, so we find Shoreham by name, and then we click Shoreham by name, go in here, and then we do, actually it needs to be changed over here, Shore HB, Shore H, Shore HBN dash Ilks. And then we'll do a dash, and then we'll do it a rail passen, that's fine. And then we go into Shoreham by Sea, add on another stop at Ilkeston, and then call again at Lid, and then it'll just run to Shoreham by Sea. Vehicle replacement, then we will change that setup to the A3-5 with Dunner's wishes. 1 is 17. That is 34. 68. No, hang on, oh, can it? Probably it can. I don't know. I don't do numbers, me. So select this here, run that one. Yeah, that'll be about right. We may have to quickly do some setting up here of the station. So run that one to here. We definitely need to restructure this section because they need to now run all the way through here. So we need to quickly sort that out. Run you here. You have an affected top speed. That's okay. Run you in there. You are running, well, you're running as you should from here. So that is good. It's pretty much just there that we need to sort it out. We need to put in some signalling then. Now that we have a whole new way of running this. Signal there, and yeah, we want that signal to be all the way down there actually, so we don't run onto that. Actually, no, we can put a signal at the end here. Yeah, then these are about right, I reckon. And the good thing here, of course, is that these trains will now be running to a depot. See, they're all running to a depot, and we can tell them once they get there. You're running to Shoreham by Ilkeston, going to Lid. And you will hopefully be upgraded because you are 29 years of age. So if I'm quick, I go in here, vehicle replacement, set it to 25. That way we upgrade every train running on this line. Ka-ching. So you've got a new upgrade coming in here, carrying on to Lid. It'll take a while for the passenger numbers to sort themselves out, but that's okay. Are you running, how old? You're 29. As are you, I would imagine. No, you're 30, so I could set you technically at 100%. And you've been upgraded, you're still waiting here. So this may create some problems in a bit. We actually have a train now that's running into trouble. Don't know which one that is. It may be the overbound over there, but look at all the passenger numbers because I think it's actually catching up now. So we're now just waiting here for all of these trains to sort themselves out. You're pulling into station. Right here, you are calling and you will hopefully be upgraded. Yes, you have been. Let's open up the line so we can go into Shoreham by name, Ilkeston. We are now running the setup that we want to run, so we will just set that at 100%. We are running all new trains. We will perhaps need to sort out some of this signalling just due to the frequency that we run trains, so we keep a decent spacing. What do we unlock now? An open wagon, so we can now actually upgrade our cargo over here, or rather our freight. I haven't put this on yet. That's quite late to discover that, ain't I? Yes, I am. Where is the train? Is it because I'm in this menu and I can't see it? Yes, it is. You are here. And you are 9 years of age, so we can't really upgrade you yet. But what are you running? Oh, you've got a lot of waiting. And you've got, not really that much, but you are how old? Details? 9 years as well, so it'll be a while for that to sort itself out. Let me just make sure that we turn that one off as well on the other line that does coal. I don't want that to run by itself or upgrade by itself. I do want to have a say in that. Meanwhile, at a Rye, what are we facing here? We are facing passengers and lots of them. I mean, look at this. Two near identical trains are pulling in. It's just so cool. You're running at half capacity. That is plenty left then. You are running at 49. So it might have just been a tad early to do this upgrade. Or perhaps we just need to add in another train. Because, I mean, you're going ridiculously far. So, oh, actually, we have trains somewhere along the line in a depot. Which depot? Would that be this depot here? Oh, yes, it would be. So we then sell, and sell. We don't need those trains no more, so buy one. And then we just up the carrying capacity till we get to about 102. And then we now accept that there's a train there, and there's a train at the very end. And actually, that's not a passenger run, is it? No, that's the goods train. Fantastic. So that's running there. Then once we get a decent gap, we'll fit it into the service. Now, I don't think I can actually get it to run the... Or I can actually get it out. But I'm pretty sure that'll just interfere with that one here. So we select this line to Rye New Mill Rail Passenger. And then we can turn it around once it's cleared this junction that we have here. Depending on which way you go. You know, you're actually holding... Yeah, so select this one here, right? Grab you, turn you around, because you'll now run to New Mills. That'll space everything out nicely. You are the cargo train. Let's make sure we don't have vehicle replacement on that. That's fantastic. So you're now choo-chooing your way down. Let's make sure in terms of vehicle replacement that's off. Good. So what else do we have over here? New meals. We have a few people waiting. I am hoping that we haven't completely cocked this up too much. You're calling there. We've got a train coming in here and you're returning over there. That is okay. So I'm hoping now with the added frequency that it will actually be fairly decent, this service. But we will wait and see. Meanwhile, over here you have how many people waiting? 90 waiting at the moment, but they're not for one single line. So we've got plenty of capacity on our trains. Or do we ever? You've got 38. And meanwhile, you are pulling magnificently up this hill. See, they're nowhere near capacity, these. Absolutely nowhere near. We unlocked something else now. What is this? We are now getting to the later stages, as you probably already realised. We get lots of stuff being unlocked now. We're actually approaching World War One, which is incredible to think about. You're calling here with 59. You're letting off here. How many are you picking up? You're going full capacity. Right. We may need to... I don't really want to add on another one. You're not running anywhere near full capacity, though. How about you? You're not either. That's okay. So it might just be that they are not really running fully spaced out yet. Because you have... How many have you waiting over at Shoreham by name? You've got 63. Also, you are running vehicles. That's okay. Into here, picking up the wood, transporting it. So I think we can expand. I do think we can expand, and we got a good, decent service running along the valley. Over here, you're crossing over and back over because we needed to avoid that hill, remember? So what can we connect? Well, we can technically loop it around if we run you to Lyme Regis, but I don't want to do that. But what I do want to perhaps look at, well, we can open up the city overview, which we haven't looked at all. Look at population. New Mills is the lowest one, so it's Ilkeston with 500, St. Ives, Lydd, Rye, Shoreham by name, Cromer. Where is Shawbridge or Sawbridge Worth? Where is Kenilworth? Is somewhere along the middle, lying right in this lovely little valley. And what about Sheffield? How far down are you? Very far down. So can we get any stats? We can. You've got 229. So that should be below. That should be below, right? Yeah, that is below. That's one of the smaller towns. New Mills is actually the smallest we have. So that could actually benefit from what we're doing. What do we want to do? I mean, we could use Shoreham by Sea as a main hub, which is indeed my plan. And I could run a line out here and over to like Portland, just to link up that smaller town. But I do want to wait because I know electrification is coming. But Lyme Regis is not really prime material due to this hill we got. We could technically run the service through here, but still, I don't think that is ideal, so we'll hold off with that. Sheffield is sort of stuck in the middle. Like, it's not really ideal for anything to run over there right now, unless we do a line from... Like, we could run a line from Rye, and then pull that one at... God, it's going mad now with the money. I should look into a mod that removes that sound. Or does it just do it by area you're looking at? So if you're looking at here, for example, you don't get it. But if you zoom out here over all of the map, yes, it does. That's quite clever. So this is all of the transaction currently going on, you are hearing. Which is a lot, let's be honest, on the map. But if we go over here, we will hear very little. You're running with very few passengers, though. 1-year-old train, so that's the newest one. We will hope... Oh, hello, look at this. We've got a problem here. At Maidstone Coach... So let's go to the depot, buy a couple more coaches, but we're now getting quite high on the capacity here. Even though this has been available for 11 years, we will assign this one to Maidstone Coach. We will add on an additional 2 coaches. Oh, yeah. What have we unlocked? Anything exciting? Come on. The Benz. Ooh, I like this. This is a cargo vehicle. It's the Mercedes-Benz. So let's go in for Shoreham Goods Wagon. Delete this one right here, and you are goods wagon, right? So you'll be the Benz. This is the first fast road vehicle that we have. It can do 50 kilometers an hour, and it runs with 8. I need to click OK. That's the problem there. So switch you on, and then we do wood wagon. I think they might have just replaced themselves all. So go in here and select the wood, but it's not that long. I mean, it might technically be long. I'm not 100% sure, but we will at one point unlock the Opel Blitz, which is very exciting. Ilkeston Guts wagon can definitely be upgraded to the Benz, and that is good, as I said. Let me just move you down a bit. Right here, so I can change the way I sit. I hope everything is working okay. So that's been replaced once they... Oh, hang on. No. I think I said that one had wood. I did. Wood. It needs to be goods. There we go. We fixed that. How old are these vehicles? 14 years. Yeah, let's increase their service by upgrading them now. So we got cargo for lid, vehicle replacement. Change that over to the Benz. I mean, why wouldn't you buy a Benz? So over there we go. Like, lots of activity going on with the sound. Anything else here? We've got Rye cargo wagon, vehicle replacement. Yep, we need to set that with the Benz. And you will be goods as well, I believe. That's a goods line. Cargo wagon, yep, goods. I tend to call goods cargo in this. It's just a bit of a quirk that I have. Okay, and then we go into Shoreham by name, vehicle replacement. We've set you already, lovely. Then we've got Shoreham by wood. I think we also set that one. And then do we have St. Ives set? No, that is still the old Cannstatt. And that is goods. Just double checking so we don't assign the wrong one. Road vehicle 134 has reached its lifetime. Yes, I set you up already. Don't know why you haven't upgraded. So we can set the one at 100 then, because they should be getting to the end. So now we've got the same problem here of getting caught up behind it. So we do really want to see that changed at some point, right? And what about the passengers over here? How are we looking at Ilkeston? 92 waiting for Shoreham. And we have very few waiting actually for St. Ives. But that might change. You're running very near full. That is a big problem. So let's make sure that we don't have vehicle replacement set up here yet. Because when it comes to replacing it, we do. So what we want to do actually is assign another 2 carriages here. Are you actually reaching your top speed advertised? You're getting very close. In fact, we may just see... No, we don't. But 99, that's perfectly fine. It's a lot quicker anyway. And they're calling into lid. Both the lines. Beautifully timed. Pretty much immediately on the right moment. That's running at 85. You're running with 81. See, this is getting busy now. Oh, what about over here? I mean, we've got problems with coaches, but I'm hoping that'll sort itself out at some point. Close this down. Have we now actually unlocked all of the new cargo wagons that we will get? Or freight. I should call it freight. I know, if you've been complaining in the comments, I know it's technically freight trains, not cargo trains. But I'm a bit simple. So here we got the new Opel, not the Opel wagon, the open wagon, which is exactly the same as the other open wagon. It's just twice as big, and you can carry it at 120 kilometers an hour. They last 40 years, the same. They have twice the loading speed. Similar with the Verbandswagen, and we have the tank wagon, which is exactly... Oh, hang on, no, that's not. That doesn't scale. That's got 9 capacity of oil, whereas the old one had 5. And you are available for 30 years, and you can run at 120. So yeah, indeed, the fastest you'll ever have a goods train running is 120. Worth keeping in mind. What's also worth keeping in mind here, as we are seeing, details, you're 12 years old, so... Now that we have capacity upgrades coming in, why don't we just delete this thing? Do away with this. Actually, no, we'll wait. We will wait. Let's wait for some of the more modern ones to come. Let's just wait. You've got plenty of service ahead of you. Where's the train over here? Have you also just called? Oh, no, but you might actually be worth swapping out because you've got a massive hill on your way, don't you? Yes, you do. Vehicle replacement. Delete everything that we have here. Delete, delete, delete. Thank you. Set the vehicle type to... I mean, do we really want it to be that? No, I want to wait until we unlock some of the decent cargo trains, which might be around the corner. I played this a long time ago, so I'm not 100% up to when you unlock everything. You're struggling to pull up the hill, so they might not be brilliant at that, but that's okay. What do we have? Oh, we've got loads of people waiting at St. Ives for coaches. So vehicle replacement. Could we perhaps slightly step that up a bit? because we need faster and we need more, just more really. We need to overhaul that one completely. Do we still have wagons? No, we don't, but we do have these. How old are they? These are very young in service though. 3 years, all of that. So, I mean, that'll just have to suffer, although this one might not. I might actually want to go in and look here at this and set it at 25%, even though that one's 3 years old, because we need that replaced pretty quickly. Meanwhile, you're holding here because we can't run it into the station. So that is a problem. I mean, how are we looking in terms of capacity then? So you're looking at 28 and you're looking at what, 75? But we have a problem here in that we can't actually run the full service and we're nowhere near full capacity on these trains. So the next train, which will be this one here, I'll just take that one out of service. That'll be the best thing for us to do. And it does feel like the trains are slower to accelerate, but that is just because the train takes longer to get to its highest speed. It's got nothing to do with them being slower. I think we haven't had a drag race out of the station yet. Oh, hello. Slow down time for you. As soon as you go ka-ching, I will send you on your way. So you're actually slowing down here, but that's because we got a hill. I think, no, you're actually going downhill, but you're pulling into a station. That does make sense. That's okay, and we even got this here, which is actually slowing them down a fair bit. But again, it's leading into a station, so I'm not too fussed. What are you looking at here? I mean, we don't have a lot of passengers waiting, so it is probably the right thing to do to send this one back in. We can hold it and perhaps reuse it on a different line at some point, so we won't delete it. It's only 4 years old. This is the kind of stuff you have to sort of just catch eventually when you get to it. So you're calling now, and we will just wait here for you to reach as slow as possible. Here, go to depot, please. Thank you. You are pulling in here with a 44. How many trains are running on that line? I think over here, if we are quick enough... Right here, you haven't even pulled in yet, so we'll pull this one out of service as well. Seeing as, let me just check here and see... Yeah, to Sunderland, yeah, it's not really worth keeping this one in service. So return to depot, both of these. We just need to keep in mind here that we have increased capacity and on the trains, and they run quicker and everything, so we need to catch up with that. Meanwhile, Cromer is looking very busy, but it may just be for both directions. So you're waiting for 71 passengers on this station. Where's the next train coming? That is chucking in here quite slowly through this station, so that's okay. Actually, can we look at that? Ride to Newmill. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. How are we looking in terms of speed on this one? 100. Everything should be at 100 then, because I think both of these are speeded at. Speeded? Yes, speeded. Spabbity-babby-do-do. Anyway, let's not do music. Let's do trains. Or, in this case, buses, because you're really late. Because there's 33 waiting, so that's 4 coaches that we need to buy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assign that one to Shoreham by name coach. Thank you kindly. Then we need to look at a connection over here to Sheffield. No, we want to wait. We really want to wait until we unlock anything. Have we unlocked anything here? We have unlocked a rail over here. Now can do Canterbury, so we can upgrade with electrification. So at some point, I don't think we unlocked it yet, but very shortly we will unlock the first electrical unit. So let's go to Ilkeston, go to the depot, see if we have any kind of electrified... No, we don't have yet, but it is coming. So we can get rid of these old girls and prepare. We need to go perhaps all the way over to Shoreham by name, go into this depot, because I fear, yes indeed, 2 of those old trains have joined in that depot. Sell them off. I'm sure they can be used somewhere else. You've got lots of people waiting in Lyd. 106 are waiting. So you're pulling here, you've got 102 capacity on it. Let's see, where's the next one? That one's pulling in here. So yeah, this is what I said about pulling a train out, because now we actually want to try and add in another train. So here with you, how is your capacity looking? 85 only, that's not enough, my friend. You get 102 carriage on, so you would go on to Shoreham, Ilkeston, right here, and you might have to hold at that station because you're just pulling out of it. But you're fully loaded. In fact, there's 32 waiting. I'm hoping it won't mess everything up too much, but it probably will, but it'll sort itself out eventually. What have we unlocked now? Is this a electrical one? No, it isn't. So we've unlocked electrification a long time before we unlock that then. It seems that this is the class 74 or 75.4. It is, what is this? Super equipped with a superheater now, new running gear, and with a larger wheels and longer fixed wheelbase. It is probably better in some way, right? But I don't know why. Is it better for cargo? Is it? It's a lot cheaper, that's the thing. It can run at 90 kilometers an hour, but it is a lot cheaper. But that's not really a concern that I have. So you're pulling out here with 33 aboard. Then you'll be pulling in. You're waiting for a clear path. That's okay. We may want to hold you in the station. Actually, hold you right about here. Actually, pull you in, let most of the people off. And then hold you until trains have spaced out a bit. So hold you at 22. And see here, how are we running? You're running to over here. So we're now pretty much just trying to space out the trains. So hold you. Then again, select this train and hold that one. And then we're waiting for this one to reach. Oh no, but we've got another one there. So okay, start everyone back, please. Everyone back. Everyone run, 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 run. We need everything to run as it is. Go here. So that was enough to split it out here. I mean, already that one's running at full capacity. So yeah, clever move. We might want to add on a longer train next time round. So you've got lots of people waiting actually. Both directions waiting. But there's another train coming in here calling. Yes, a 4. I need a sneeze. Now that is a sneeze, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, capacity probably needs to be upgraded at some point, but we might wait for electrification. What about you? I mean, you are 13 years old, as will you be then. So we can't really do anything about that at the moment. You two over here running at 90 between Rye and St. Ives. Over there. So what are we looking at over here in terms of these trains? What are we capacity? We're looking at full capacity, right. And are we looking at full capacity? Yes. Near full capacity, but that's okay. They may all be getting on there. So, if I'm clever me, we add on another service, and we do have none sitting here. So that would be added on from over here in Rye. I forgot the name. Oh, we got plenty waiting. So what about this train? Oh, cock and cock. Let's delete that one then. I want to this one. 85. So if I just add on wagons from this one to 102. Actually, we can go ahead then and put on 119. In fact, we can go on with 136. Assign this one to Rye New Mill. And then we will bring in, whenever they come in here, we'll just pop them in for another wagon or two if we want to. But we're trying out here now. Oh, hello, we got another train coming in, but you might have to wait. You're carrying only 102, so we get a lot of different capacity running here. So you might get swapped out. We might pull you into the depot and slam on a few wagons on your back. We can actually prepare a train earlier, can't we? So click you. You are 102. We're now 119. You'll be 136. See, this is actually optimizing our usage out here. Details, you're 6 years old, so you're now actually making money for us again. We'll bring this one in, that's waiting. Send out the one that we prepared earlier, like we're Jamie Oliver or something. Off trains, admittedly, not food, but it's something as well. And then we can sort of try and do that sort of shuffling about. Are you all ready yet? Return to depot, please. Thank you. As soon as you are in, we'll send out another one. You are running over here as well. We may have to extend the double line running thing at some point. That's a technical term, by the way. Double line running thing. So grab you. Send you on to Rye New Mill. We can't because the train is pulling in, which we will also return to depot once that one has been completed. Pop you down here. How are you in terms of size? You're 119. So you'll actually need a wagon from this train. So wait. Return to depot, please. And then as soon as you've made it in, we will send out this one. Providing another train doesn't beat it around, which it might. So this is the problem right now, that our frequency is so high that we might want to try and just add on more capacity to the trains that we have. Rather than do anything else. So you in here 102. So just Nick, oh, hello. What are you in terms of capacity then? You're 153 across. That's a bit much, isn't it? So 136 is what we want to run. We can then pop down here a second locomotive on the back if we wanted to, but I want to put it on this service here. So you're pulling out, so we can assign you onto Rye New Mills as well. And we can try and sort out their staggering at some point. Because I think we may have only a couple of trains running. Yeah, we only have a few trains running. That one here, for example, this one over here. Yeah, the reason why I'm so concerned about running a number of trains is we have a bottleneck over here where we just have a single track through the rail station. And that is a concern of mine. But at the moment, it seems to be going okay. What are you in terms of age? You're all 17, so you are just over halfway. That may be, again, electrification. Let's just try and bite our nails here. We are trying to run a public service, by the way. You know, not public service, but with the public sector. That's probably more correct. So we've got another train coming in here that's not running at the highest capacity either. So that one will be called in. So I think we're actually pulling out a train from service, but we are increasing capacity over the entire line. So that might actually be beneficial. You, however, what are you doing? You're running 102, but you're not really running that high capacity. Yeah, I might want to look into running this one double. But we do have a bottleneck here, so I don't know if we want to do that. But we may want to consider it at some point. Let's just wait and see. How are you looking? You're coming in here to the station now. So as soon as you've dropped off your passengers, you'll be told to go to depot as well. It's not that difficult. We will sort this out as soon as we can, right? Yeah, here we go. Into the station. Let's just try and reduce our speed. So you're dropping off. Dropping. Return to depot, please. Thank you. How many is waiting now? 77 is waiting for the New Mills line. But I will just hold off touching that again until this train has made it to depot, which it will very quickly, actually. So this will be the final act of today. Bring in this train, slow it down, just so we don't overspeed. And we will then upgrade which line? Come on, in here we go. Oh, you're running a different type of carriage. So can we get it? You'll be running slightly different in terms of capacity. Actually, disregard that. We won't. We'll just... I've cocked that one up royally. We'll sell those old carriages. We don't have a use for them, do we? No, we don't. So we will assign those up onto that train. And then buy until we have the right number of dollars pushes onto this one. 36. Assign you to New Mills. So we have 2 locomotives sitting in Rye Depot. That's worth keeping in mind, should we need to run another service. How are we looking on this setup here? You are struggling up the hill with a near full capacity. And you are not really running full capacity. You may have been full capacity when you started out, mind, but you're not right now. And you are Rye St. Ives. These trains may struggle because they might be built for something else. What are you looking? Oh, we got 103 going to New Mill. So could you try and hurry up, please? That would be great if you did. And yeah, we got a great number of spread going on here. Oh, Maidstone. We need to look at the buses in Maidstone. Plenty of people want to ride the buses, so buy several more, assign them to Maidstone. And that's it for today. Goodbye very much. I need to wrap it up, otherwise I just keep going. Goodbye, everyone.